Surviving would mean you're only planning one day ahead. Welcome back, mamas and papas. We're going to go ahead and go into another video. Are you ready, Alex? What time is it?
It's time to level up.
Whoop. So with this video, we're going to talk about two different things. And earlier in our other video, we mentioned a certain concept of
surviving.
So if we're surviving day by day and we are only planning for tomorrow or for the next day, how can we apply that in early intervention?
I tell you what, that's not thriving.
That is not thriving.
That's not thriving at all.
So that's the second concept. So if we're not thriving, what's thriving to you in early intervention, Alex?
For me, thriving is the consistent progression of moving up and leveling up.
So what's the difference from surviving then?
Surviving is just going through the everyday routines, just trying to get to the next day. And for many of our families who have a child with a developmental delay and or a diagnosis, that's what life is. It's surviving. It's just getting to the next day. Just getting past the current issue, the current tantrum of right now, just to move forward to the next moment.
So taking it out of early intervention, let's just strictly talk about surviving and thriving.
Mm-hmm.
Surviving would mean you're only planning one day ahead.
Yeah.
Thriving is planning months ahead. How can we get our whole audience to understand that more? Well, what me and Alex do is we go into the homes and we see you guys surviving. Barely surviving. Getting through the day is the hardest challenge for you and your child due to the delays, due to maybe the diagnosis, due to all the surrounding factors of your child.
And you're there surviving, but you interject some of the early intervention brothers. We're there to help you understand how you can start thriving.
And I know that's what you want. You want to thrive. You want to stop planning about, wow, I just need to make it to tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if you can start saying, wow, I can't wait till next month. Next month's going to be the challenging where little Johnny or little Susie's going to be talking now.
Mm-hmm.
Little Johnny or little Susie's going to be walking.
They're going to be feeding themselves.
They're going to be feeding,
They're
changing their clothes, washing their hands.
Doing it all on their own. So if you're in that period, you are surviving. If you're telling yourself, oh, when my son or daughter starts doing this, you're strictly surviving.
How can we change the mindset there, Alex? Well, when you get services in place, the right services in place, we as professionals are there to help you thrive.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to go from surviving mode to thriving mode.
And that's what we want. Once you hit that mode, once you get into that groove, thriving becomes second nature. We stop becoming enablers and we start providing opportunity to grow, to get progression. And that's what we want. But it needs to be set up and it needs to be established. And it's not something that we just automatically do. Having been in as many homes and worked with as many clients that I've worked with, same as David, we understand that for parents, sometimes it's a lot easier to give in to the crying, to automatically just do for their children because they can't do it. But if you never give your child an opportunity to learn to do it, are they going to learn to do it on their own? They might.
It will take time.
It'll take a lot of time. And we're here to help speed up that time. We're the speed boost button, all right, people?
And now, when we talk about speeding up it's just catching up on all the other milestones that we might have missed or all the other development levels that we've missed.
Mm-hmm.
We're there to help you catch up, or we're there to help you guide to those levels so that you're not just surviving. You're going to be thriving. And any parent wants their children to thrive.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to bring that to the table today as far as what we see, what's going on, how we reflect together and see each different family go from surviving to thriving.
One of the main things when I walk into a home, I'm seeing okay, how is the family struggling? Because if you're struggling, you're surviving. What are some of the things that I'm noticing? And how can I influence that family to adjust the environment to get them to that right mindset of thriving? Because if you can gradually build towards that and you jump on board with home services, with early intervention, your child is going to start progressing. Now, that's not to say that every child progresses to their full potential. As we've stated before, we're there to build a foundation on a strong base. And that's what early intervention is. It's going to help give you the tools and the mindset to understand that you need to control the environment as much as possible to create growth.
Thank you for joining us on this awesome video. Hopefully you got something out of our experiences and noticing the thriving versus surviving mode.
Thank you.